All in favor of the overnight? Aye?
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstained? Go ahead, Mary.
More from a point of clarification, the family fun night,
Yes.
you do those throughout the year, correct?
Actually, there's only one that's scheduled this year. I think there were two last year.
Is it possible, and maybe you will be anyway, but could that be extended to the elementary?
To invite people. We run it by the folks that are committing, but.
Okay.
Is that Mrs. Newcomb that's leading that again?
This is, Mrs. Jenkins. It's the after-school program.
Would you be okay with that, Kathy?
I'm sorry?
Would you be okay with that?
Opening it up?
Yeah.
You want to tell people? Okay.
It's, the after-school program is sponsoring a dinner and then a talent show for middle school students and then a half-hour performance by Marco in addition, if that gets in front.
So, and Mrs. Clark, anything?
I just would like to add that we also had 4 elementary teachers participating in that recent PACE training with Sandy Kent, so there was a representative from each grade level, K through 3.
Well, I think that takes care of administrative reports. Did I miss anybody? And Lori's number 12, my number 11 is review of parking lot items, and I also want to, as part of that, go over our assignments for the annual meeting on Saturday. We generally have asked different people on the board to speak up to different articles. Of course, I didn't bring my town report. Anybody got one?
Yeah.
This is last year. Ah, am I gonna borrow yours?
Nope.
Article 2 is the budget. That much I do know.
I thought all outgoing superintendents had everything.
3 is the support staff.
So, Article 2 is the budget, and I guess I would ask for volunteers who would like to speak for that.
What page are you on?
177.
Well, you know, we need to amend this article from the floor.
You'll have to do it from the floor. We can't do it. Right. Amend it how?
Because that's not the amount that we voted on.
Well, yeah, we knew that. We knew that wouldn't be. That's absolutely true. Actually, the official warrant. No guarantees that it got updated, but it needed to be posted. I wonder if it still has the same number. You may be right. I haven't seen the posting, so I guess I wouldn't know.
What's the number that we voted?
The number in the minutes are.
You ready? I got it.
Sure.
14,765,916.
Michelle, would you mind
Miss
repeating
Brown,
that number?
Yeah.
that's not the right number.
14,765,916.
That's not what we voted.
What I wrote down in the order.
Let me find it.
14,760, 783, 35 cents.
Yep.
That's what's in the minutes,
Say it again.
right there.
14,760.
It's actually the same number that's in the town report. That's what the minutes say we voted.
Except for the 35 cents.
Well, no, did she say 14,763?
No.
65, right?
Can you just read it one more time?
The one that's in the minutes is $14,760,783 35 cents.
All right,
And
that's,
just leave the 35 off because it's rounding. That's what's in the minutes.
And that's what got into the
That's
downward
where I voted.
minus the 30%.
what I
wrote down.
I'll join you. We've all written down a lot of places over the last.
I would say the minutes are,
Okay.
are the minutes.
So, back to looking for someone who would like to volunteer to speak to me. Okay, you're not gonna lose me.
So, I would wonder, there's one of us at this table that knows his numbers inside and out.
Except that's about $5,000 less than where we were, so.
Well, the proposal, the article as going, will be read by the moderator.
Right.
As printed. And when we say speak to the article, it isn't to speak to the dollar, it's to speak to
No.
the process and.
I can I mean, I don't mind doing it, I can definitely speak to the process, and I actually, I mean, you know, the three big things are eliminating the driver's ed position, which we all know is gonna be huge on Saturday. And then eliminating the guide's position and changing the administration structure. And the
I
fact
think it's
that,
good if it's somebody that was on the budget
budget,
committee.
the fact that we actually went through it, every single line.
Right, to give confidence to the numbers where confidence may be lacking.
Well, Michelle, you volunteered for that, I appreciate it.
No,
Thank you. And for Article 3, hey, John, what are you doing that morning? You were on the negotiating committee, I distinctly remember you being there. Sure. Part of that.
I was on the budget committee too, just so you know.
And I don't know that we really need to speak to
The only
4 or
thing
5, but.
and I know we talked about it, but it says, you know, in the wording, it says, which calls for the following increase in the salaries and benefits at the current staffing level. We're actually only talking about the current wage increase, we're not talking about the current benefit increase in that. That's my only, so it's kind of misleading if you say it's the salaries and benefits at the current staffing level, and then we say, well, it's only 20,000, because the health insurance that went up, you know, would have been significant.
It's my understanding from my conversation with Dr. LaPlante was that you actually made everybody level, and then that's how you were able to come up with the health insurance numbers, when you figured out what that adjustment's gonna be, right?
I consulted in terms of past practice. This represents the salary increases, and they're not really voted, they're simply the step increases plus the people at the top. That's basically it, but it is an increase, so because it's a new contract, they have to be voted. The insurance benefit is one that really is neither here nor there, because as people change, and they do every year with support staff, those numbers are gonna change up and down, it could be all over the place. But the salary is based on existing staff moving forward.
So then the benefit piece might just be the retirement. That's the benefit. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
help you justify why it's the salaries and benefits.
Why what?
It's the salaries and benefits in the warrant article. And he's struggling with
That's,
the
yeah,
benefits.
that's because the language requires you to put that in there, but the salary and the benefit part of that thing is all over the place, and it frequently can be less than it was this year, if the staff changes. You're not gonna lose too many people to have that happen.
So I would suppose the thing to say is that as we just discussed,
Right,
this is
that the
really just
20,000
salaries, and there will be.
reflects an increase in the
and
salaries.
the benefits will
in the
go up by
21.
the percentage
And the
of.
benefits will go up according to the
New
plans
Hampshire.
that they have in
Article
I mean,
4 and 5.
Yeah, in a nutshell, I mean, basically, you can say there was no change in the salary schedule. People are getting their step moved, and there was a 2% increase for people locked on the top. And that was
in the
it.
benefits, that states.
That's right, and there was no alteration of the benefit package.
No alteration of the package, but there wasn't the increase to the rates.
Right, which happens anyway.
But that
Right.
happens.
Regardless of
Yeah,
the
but we didn't change, there was no additional benefits negotiated.
Right, but it'll be a line item of an increased cost.
Yes, it's in the budget.
Right.
I don't mind doing either of the other two. Who wants to do what? Anybody want one?
I mean, those are easy, you just have to get up and.
That's why I volunteered for it. I'll do them both. Nobody wants to do them, I'll do them both.
I'll be there, I don't care, it doesn't seem like
All
there's
right,
anything to
fine.
say.
No, that's why I like it. All right, parking lot items. And then,
Well, just to be clear, at what point, you know, we did say we were gonna have Mr. Fortier say a few words about the upcoming, public forum on the 23rd. Do you wanna do that after, basically after Article 6? I could just
I'm
speak
not
briefly
sure how
on
well
that.
this would work, John, but if we're gonna vote on the budget, I think there's a time period we have to leave that open.
No,
I'm not sure that's true.
No, when it's a ballot vote, it's just the amount of time for everybody that's in the
Just to
room to
take
vote.
into
It's a
account.
bond vote that has to be open for an
That's
hour.
right, that's right. I was just up on space there.
No,
Okay.
I mean, but I think at the end, see,
Okay.
it's it's almost like other comments or,
All right. That
I mean, the report's in the book too, so anybody can read it if that so desires. But more of it's a recruitment tool to try to encourage people to show up and get involved and give them an idea of what's going on and how the process is gonna work.
Parking lot, working from the bottom of the list up, we just prepared the tuition rate. Dr. LaPlante tried to talk to the folks who are doing our rubbish removal about the recycling part of it. And they haven't been able to really sit down and get that worked out yet. So that's,
Conference call.
yeah, that's still in
Could
the
we
works.
partner with another business in the area that may be interested in recycling to help offset some of the high school costs and another business's interest? I'm just, like, I think of the hospital, I mean.
Well,
No.
I think it's our intention to attempt to get this worked into the contract, but this contract is up in June.
Right, but there's only the one company that truly recycles.
No, doesn't Casella?
No,
Casella
Casella's the
isn't.
only company that truly
That's
recycles.
what, I guess that's what you said, sorry.
So if we go to bid, Casella's the only one that can really provide what it is that we
Right.
need, which very well is great, but I mean, if there is, we may be able to get a creative solution to benefit, other businesses, I mean, perhaps putting it out to the chamber
Well,
and things like that.
And on a bigger scale, the town of Haverhill's gonna have to set up their own recycling
Right.
next year. This, the contract we just entered into with the town of Newbury will be done
Yeah.
next year. So maybe it could be a bigger conversation yet.
Right, food for thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Cafe services, I guess we'll try for them again.
They said they would be here, they're gonna bring snacks at the.
Right, might,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's.
Well,
That works out well.
I'm gonna price.
Oh, and the shrimp and scallops.
And the item before cafe was to promote the free and reduced lunch program. Now I'm trying to I think that